My name is Joyce Martin, and I am a performing songwriter, and I want to thank all of you for sharing your expertise and your insights and your appreciation for the gift that songwriting is. Thanks. My question, my question, Jack, is specifically for you, because you did state that don't sign with a publisher, and you just sang a song about Screensaver, and in my head, I said, now that's another hit song. So let's assume it's a hit song without having your publisher. How would you get that song to an artist that would record it?
Yeah, that's a good question, isn't it? Yeah, it turns out I've been working on that for quite a long time now, and don't really have a clue.
Well, you got the song right now. What are you going to do with it?
Well,
Who's going to record it?
Yeah, I would say that...
He's a stalker. He stalks the musicians.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear, but trying to get somebody else to place it for you, like a publisher.
So do you use a pitcher or not?
It didn't seem to work very well for me in the last 30, 40 years that I've been trying it.
So all those super mega hits were just accidents? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I say, there's a certain schmooze factor where, like, I not only like to write songs, but I like to hang around late at night and jam. Mm-hmm. And I like to just spend all my time sitting around playing guitars with people. So a lot of it is, like what I've done recently is I go up to LA and I find a lot of young people who have just moved to LA from all over the country to try to like make it in music, and they've really got the spirit, they're burning, and they got all these bands together, and so like I just hang out with them, and then I like to stay up all night. I've always have. And so that eliminates almost everybody from hanging with me. Like, I'm never going to hang with Poltz because he gets up really early in the morning, see, and I'm sleeping. So I find people to hang. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is you hang with a lot of musicians and you're just there for how much fun you can have with them. And then eventually you hook up with the ones who you think are good, and then they eventually are so good that they rise to the top and they remember your songs.
Thank you, Jack.
You know what? I got a funny story that's around this subject. This was right after Big Mountain's big hit, "Baby I Love Your Way" had come out. So we were banging on the radio, and I'm kicking back at home. I don't know where my parents were at. I was at my parents' house, and the phone rings, and I pick up the phone, and it's Diane Warren. Right? So
she's angry with you for getting a hit because she has all the hits. She writes every hit. So.
And for those of you who don't know Diane, she's probably won Best Songwriter of the Year, Grammys, just countless times. And she courted us for the next like 3 or 4 weeks. Took us out to dinner. Of course, you got to have Diane Warren's budget to take it to the level she was taking it at. But she was the most aggressive, one of the most aggressive people I've ever met. I mean, to the point where you were going, she wanted to have fun and everything, but it was like, she got our information. She decided she wanted us to sing this song, and she worked the label. But she was like one of these people where you realized what it meant to really work the system and hit the parties and. Which, for those of you who have that kind of energy and can do that and are into doing that, I got respect for you, because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of. Yeah, we did. We sang one of her songs. It wasn't a big hit. It was okay, but yes, and amazing songwriter. But by the time she had the song, she had already put her demos. Are like she's already put like $10,000-$15,000 into the song. She uses all the cats in LA and stuff. So by the time we had the song, there really wasn't any trying to reinvent the song. The song was there. We pretty much just did and then of course the label. That was, the whole major label experience, having songs shoved down your throat.
If you wanted to rework it, they weren't cool with that?
She wasn't cool with it. Oh no, man. Diane worked, the producer, Steve Lindsay, who was a guy that, a pretty big time producer, he walked on eggshells. I mean, she was in charge. And they just begged. I mean, they just prayed that she wouldn't show up at the studio. As a matter of fact, they tried to book a couple sessions behind her back. Wow. You know, hoping that, because they'd already, you know, this is Hollywood stuff. You know, they were buddies,
But you have to say, as far as someone doing the work of getting their song placed, which we all sort of try to do, she's the best. She has had more success, and I've heard the same story from many people.
I'm
you
sure.
know. She focuses in, she writes a song just for them, she does all that. I don't know.
Yeah, and she doesn't let anything stop